Good morning. It is 7:30 in the morning and we have been up for a while and we are just getting on the boat. We are going to Chichen Itza today and we are so excited because this is one of the world's wonders right now. And yeah, we got up early, 6 a.m. to be here. So that shows how much we actually want to be there. And Teresa and Andoria are right in front of us. It's so early, we got to like watch the sunrise. And yeah, it's really far. We actually docked in Cozumel, so it is really far. We have a long ferry ride and then we have to take a bus after that.
We have like a total 7 hours commute time, like 7 hours travel time.
2 hours at the pyramids then, so should be a fun day. We just got off the ferry. That was 45 minutes and and now we're off to the bus now that we're on the mainland, and I think that's gonna be about almost 3 hours to the pyramids. Okay, we are on the bus on our way to the pyramids. This is what it looks like. It's like a brand new, yeah, really big. And when we got on, we each get a tablet that looks like this.
Good.
And we each get a little.
This is like braided with
Yeah.
a rope and a family.
Yeah, so we each get like a snack bag to eat throughout our day.
We are here at Chichen Itza. We just finished our tour. This is one of the 7 wonders of the world, and we just learned what Chichen Itza actually stands for is the mouth of the wells of the sorcerers of water, which is super cool.
Something that many people don't know is that Mexico is actually called the United States of Mexico, and it's divided into several states. So we docked the cruise ship at Cozumel, which is an island, and then we had to take a ferry boat to the mainland, and we landed in Playa del Carmen, and then we actually had to take a bus ride which crossed to another state. So we're actually in the state of Yucatan right now. So a lot of people actually wonder, like, how did they back then glue together all the bricks when they didn't have cement paste? So what they actually did is they took the chewing gum tree and they used that sap from that tree, mixed it with dried limestone, which is very popular in this area, and once you mix that sap with the dried limestone dust, it makes a paste, and that is what they actually use to glue the bricks together.
One of the really neat things that actually really surprised me about this place is that all of this ground is actually built up. So we're not walking on like the original ground level, and you can see it up ahead here. But there's probably like, do you think like maybe this deep? Just
more.
Like more even of rocks and mortar. And so what they did is they actually built a foundation for them to be able to build the pyramids and their structures on. So you can see the very bottom of this trench is like the actual true ground level before they had built anything. And then they built up all the rocks and the mortar and all the paste to be able to then again create that base for them to build on.
They also explained to us that this area was only meant for upper class and royalty. Nobody else could come to the pyramids. So these were really sacred by the Mayans, and they were very important to them. So we took a little detour and we came to check out the sinkhole right behind us. So check it out, it's pretty cool.
Sadly, they don't let us get any closer.
I wonder why. The Mayans used to believe that the sinkholes like this one were the entryway to the underworld, so that's pretty cool. Here's another view of what the sinkhole looks like.
We are here in what they kind of consider a field, so this is where they would play a game basically, but it's not a game in the sense of fun, it's a game really in a festival. So the festival is to bring up different things like fertile soil or rain or kind of whatever they needed to do to be able to prosper as a community. So as you can see on each side there's walls and then there's hoops. So what they had to do, there was 2 teams, 6 players on each side on the field, and what they had to do, they had to use different body parts. You could use your legs, your hips, your head, and you had to try and get the ball through the hoop, but no hands. Can't use your hands.
Kind of like soccer.
Yeah, kind of like soccer, no hands. So that in itself was very, very difficult. And then once they had played and one of the teams had won, what would actually happen is the captain of the winning team would then be sacrificed to bring about the rain.
So right here are the stairs to like the top of the pyramid, and that is the snake right there. And when the sun hits it just right and it creates a shadow, the whole kind of like edge of the staircase kind of shapes the whole body of the snake, which is really, really cool. You guys can't see it right now because the sun isn't hitting the right spot. But yeah, the Mayans used all kind of like different aspects to build these pyramids, not only just engineering and math, but also astronomy. They were fascinated by the stars in the sky. So they took all of these different considerations to build these structures.
So this is another structure that is right across from Chichen Itza, and they actually call it the place of 1,000 pillars. And it's funny because they've counted it and there's actually 997. So unfortunately there's not 1,000. But what historians think this was actually a marketplace. So each pillar would signify the place where like a person who owned a business would come and sell their stuff at the market. So think of how many different vendors you could have in this little place. Oh, and the other thing is, there used to be a top on top of all of the pillars. There used to be a ceiling, so that would protect them when they would bring the marketplace here.
There's actually missing stones, and you would have to be really up close to be able to see that. But what happened was that when the Spaniards came and visited these pyramids, they wanted to build a cathedral. And when they wanted to build this cathedral, they actually took stones from these pyramids to build it and use those bricks. So if you actually go to the cathedral that is just down the street from here, you'll actually see the hieroglyphs on them from the pyramids, which is kind of funny.
All along the side of the pyramid, there's all these stones missing. So this used to be steps, and it used to be the same as the other side where it had kind of the snake body like going up the side, but now all of those stones are missing.
So one of the things that our tour guide explained to us is that if you clap, the pyramid not only makes an echo sound, but it also makes a bird sound. So I hope that you guys can hear it on camera. I hope that sound comes across, but basically it's a mystery on whether that was intentional or not, because you have to play around with the acoustics of the structure. So who knows, did they mean for that to be the case or not?
They also said that they've tested it, and the sound that from Claudia's clapping, when it echoes back and makes the bird sound, it's 97% accurate to the actual sound of the bird.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, because this is like thousands of years old.
Yeah. We're back on the bus now, on our
air-conditioned bus.
It was so hot today. But we are on our way back to Playa del Carmen to get back on our cruise ship before it leaves us. We are on the way back to the cruise ship now, and we're just having the most amazing boat ride right now. Like, we're at the top and we're just like enjoying this amazing view. It is super, super hot right now, but with the breeze from the boat, it just feels amazing. We had a really good day. It's like a really good way to wrap up the excursions, and it's all over. Yeah, but until the next cruise. So excited to get back on the ship. We have tons still left to do that we haven't done yet. So, and also tons to eat. We're not done eating yet.